Okay, so I saw this idea on Pinterest. I didn't read up how to do it. I just saw it, saw that they used fabric and covered canvases. Thought, what the hell? I went to Hobby Lobby today, found some fabric, found some canvases. I've already made 2 sets of chevron print ones. I also got this kind of iCat, or is it iCat? I don't know. Fabric, and then I got some of this fabric. Pretty. Okay, so first of all, I got 2 of these canvases. These were on sale. There were 2. They're 16 by 20. They're kind of thin. They were $7.99. So, first of all, take my canvas. Well, I guess I should set that out of the way. Don't mind. I've been painting and stuff in here, so my floor's a mess. All right, so I'm going to do the gray one right now for you guys. So, she measured it out for me. I took the canvases out at Hobby Lobby. We laid them down to see how much fabric I would need. And I don't remember how much fabric this is. But there's a perfect seam in the middle where I'm going to cut that in half. 1 for each canvas. Now, obviously, you'll need to make sure that your seam, you know, is the middle for you. I cannot believe how easy this is. I saw a post on this too where they took a huge canvas and used a shower curtain. That was pretty neat. Alright, so with this kind of print, I want it to go like this vertically on the canvas. So I'm going to lay the fabric down and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it to see if I can get these prints kind of as centered, I guess, as I can. If not, it's not that big of a deal because I don't need it perfect, but just to kind of give me an idea, like that. So really you only need, 2 inches to get that up and around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I like to start with it horizontal. That's just what I have found that works the best for me. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I turned the canvas horizontal facing me. I'm using, this is just a Stanley staple gun. I got it at Walmart. I don't even know what size the staples are. I have no idea. So I'm going to take the canvas, pull it pretty tight. So I'm putting pressure down on the canvas while pulling the fabric as tight as you can get with only using one side. Then starting in the middle, I'm just going to put a staple in. And then I'm just going to work my way down, pulling tightly, and stapling the canvas, or the fabric, to the canvas. And by the way, this is a canvas fabric. That's just the print that I found that I liked. So I'm taking the staples, not to the corner, but just about from here to here. Now after I do this, I'm going to flip the canvas over, and I'm actually going to iron out where you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but where the seams are from where the fabric was folded. So I'm just taking an iron, and I'm doing it right on the canvas. And I'm just going to iron out quickly any of the seams. Now obviously, you could lay the fabric down first and iron it out. Whatever you want to do. Don't ask me why I'm doing it like this. I just am. Okay. So once I have that all ironed out, I always say gonna. My daughter says it too. I try to get her to say going. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over, but now the other side. Now this is where you want to get it really tight. So I'm going to push the canvas towards the side that I stapled. Pull the fabric up and around, and I'm going to pull it as tight as I can, holding it down in the middle, and then I'm going to staple that in place. Okay, so same thing, I'm going to pull this really tight because you want it to be stretched across the front of the canvas very smoothly. And I'm just going to work my way down, stapling this fabric. All right. So this is where we're at so far. Ta-da! So now for the edges. So I have this flipped over. Now this is what I've been doing to make the corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end piece and I'm going to fold it up like I would a present and make this even with the bottom ledge, like this. So it's hanging. I'm going to bend it in and pull it really tight and staple it right there like that. So you still have fabric hanging on the bottom. So I'm going to fold this in. Oh, there's Tank. And staple this down all the way across where the extra fabric was. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so for this side, since there's so much extra fabric, I'm actually going to cut part of this. I can't cut it holding it up. But I'm going to cut part of this out of the way so we don't have all this extra bulky fabric. Now remember, you're never going to see the back, so it really doesn't matter what it looks like. So same thing, I'm going to bend this under and staple it in place. I'm going to cut off all this extra. It's pretty self-explanatory too, cutting this extra.
Really, you let the cat out.
Okay, so once I have those bent in like that, I'm going to fold this up just like I would a present. Okay, so here you can see in the corner, if you pull this tight enough through here, it gives a really nice, clean, smooth seam right there. So that when you're holding it up, I need to flatten it out a bit. It's not bulky. So I'm going to bend this up and I'm going to pull it really, really, really tight, starting in the middle again. I just do one in the middle. After I get that staple in the middle, I'm going to work on the edge. So I'm going to smooth this down as flat as I can get it, and then throw a couple staples down here on the end. Same thing on the other side. Smooth this down as much as I can get it. And staple this in place. So once I have both of the corners in, I'm just going to go down the line, pulling the fabric as tight as I can get it, and staple it to the canvas. Now this side, I do have a lot of extra fabric because of the pattern. I was trying to get the pattern even. So I am going to cut this out of the way so that I'll be able to hang it. So this is what we're looking like so far. I'm going to do the other side the same way that I did this and be right back. Okay, so now I did both sides. So here it is, just so you can see it better. I'm going to hang it vertically. But this is it. Before and after, a plain canvas, just by stapling fabric. So I bought two of each of these. Well, they came in twos. Wait a minute. They were double packs. I bought 3 packs and 3 kinds of fabric. So I'm going to make 2 of these, each with the same fabric, and then I'll hang them side by side, like in my different rooms. So here it is. Ta-da! If you have any questions on this, let me know. I mean, like I said, really, I have no idea what I'm doing, but this worked out really, really well. So, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.